What is up, my Nakamas? This is Small Hat Chris. I'm joined by the Small Hat crew today, Small Hat Garen and Small Hat Nick, but we also have a special guest with us today, Manifest. Manny,
Hello.
go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alright everybody, it's me, Manifest. I'm part of the Manifest strategy gaming channel.
Is that the name? Is that the full name?
Well, that is the full name, believe it or not.
Oh god, don't say that.
yeah, but it doesn't roll off the tongue right.
Not at all.
I
That
just
was
say Manifest.
abysmal. Oh my god. Okay, well. Today we're going to be reviewing some leaders that we're very late on. We've been in the middle of a move that kind of held things back. And then Brandon's also who knows where. This man is he in Florida?
No, he's out of state.
He's out of state? Okay, well, so we have so today we are being joined by Garen and Manny. Fear not, Brandon he's not been replaced.
Yeah.
Or I guess do not rejoice. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into these new leaders. All right, boys, who do you want to start with?
Let's start at the bottom.
What is the
Work our way
bottom?
up. I would. Sabo.
Really?
I was
gonna
Sabo's
say-
way worse than her now. I was gonna say
You think
Betty.
so? I was gonna say I think it's Betty also.
Oh wait, the Luffy!
Oh yeah, no, let's start with this fucking Luffy. What?
Yeah.
What am I?
I was also looking up. Hamish had just had the first three leaders. The
Yeah,
Sabo and
I
now
forgot.
we're
Okay, so let's start with our boy Monkey D. Luffy. Purple leader, 5 life, 5,000 power, Straw Hat crew. Activate main once per turn. You may take the top card from your life cards to your hand if the amount of Dawn on your field is 0 or 3 or more. Add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as active. This leader fucking sucks. Oh, he is bad.
Even the alt art is dog shit.
Is that an alt art we're looking at?
No, that's the regular. I posted the alt art in the small chat.
Oh, okay. Alright, well.
Why is he trying to do yellow things? Like, take life for Dawn. That sounds crazy.
Well, no, that's not really a yellow thing. Yellow's more so healing. 'Cause remember, Red's already been doing that.
True.
Red's been hurting itself for... Because Red's been burning itself is the flavor there. So the problem with this Luffy, one, he's purple. And a red-purple Luffy already exists. That is also 6,000 power that also ramps for free on 8. If you don't use this Luffy's ability at any point in the game, then you have a 5 life purple leader. If you use his ability even once, he's a 4 life purple leader. And what did you give up in exchange for being a 4 life leader? You gained 1 Dawn. That's not worth it when Luffy does it for free on a. And that's another thing too. So he's a 4 life leader essentially at best. Best case scenario, he's a 4 life leader. Purple Luffy does that, but he's also a 6k body, so he's easier to protect. So there's never any scenario where you are willing to give up the extra life to ramp the 1 Dawn on a 5k power.
So this is the thing. I think the problem with this leader is, in a vacuum, he's ass backwards terrible. Like King is better than this card.
Wait a minute.
So, no.
Wait a minute.
Listen. In a vacuum, King is better. All right, but what I think is gonna happen with the cards that this comes out with, I think we're gonna get like some 10 drop purple card that this movie is meant. No, like a new one that's a bombshell where like Luffy's trying to drop that card on turn 3 type of nonsense.
Well, yeah, no, but we
what I'm
already do
trying to
have a bombshell 10 drop purple card. It's the that new Gear 5 Luffy.
Yeah.
That card's bonkers.
You're right. I'm sorry. A second.
You gotta. I mean,
You're not gonna drop
yeah.
That card's Looney Tunes.
That card may seem bad, but you have to remember he has 1,000 counter, and that.
You know
according
what?
to people in our Discord server makes him good.
Hear me out. You know what I think would probably be even cooler? This is probably not gonna happen, but hear me out. All right. We have this Luffy that gets you the 10 Dawn on turn 3, but you have no life, right?
Where is
You
turn
play the
3
Luffy.
coming from?
Yeah, hey, it happens, all right?
Okay,
Whatever.
okay, all
Well, turn 4. Realistically, turn 4.
You're taking 2 damage for this?
Hear me
You're
out.
getting the third 3.
You drop.
Well, you still have to ramp 2 down on top of that.
You drop the 10. You drop the 10 drop, right?
Right.
And then there's gonna be an event that costs 0 that says if
Wait.
you have
Wait. Actually, no. I want you to run by me this math where you're hitting 10 Dawn on turn 3.
Oh, on turn 3? Oh no, but turn 4 will be at 10 times.
Okay, because I was going to say, because
he's
even
taking damage every
regardless
turn.
of if you go first or second, he's not ramping first turn. He can't ramp until 3. So
which will be his turn 2.
So on turn 2, so best case scenario, so if he went second, he's 4 Dawn, and then he ramps up to 5. He becomes a 4 life leader. Next turn he'd be 7, he'd ramp up to 8, and then on the following turn, he'd go 10 by default.
Yes. So
God, if you just play purple Luffy, you ramp 1 time.
You do.
That by
Yeah,
default.
you do.
he's terrible. I'm just trying to think of best case scenario that involves nearby Luffy.
The problem with him, okay, so because paying an entire life for 1 Dawn is just not worth it. But I think the bigger thing is, like if he was yellow purple, you could use like effects to gain a life, and then you could then pay that life to ramp a Dawn. The only purple card that's going to be healing that we're aware of at this time is 8-drop purple Croc. And you have the -2 Dawn to do that. And then so you would drop 8-drop Croc, right? So it's turn 4. You're on 8 Dawn. You drop purple Croc. You -2 Dawn. You heal a life, and then you pay that life to go up 1 Dawn.
Yeah.
You just yeah, I can't think of a scenario where this is, and it's so this card wouldn't even be. This card's like already bad, but like if purple or red Luffy did exist, there'd at least be something to be said about this card. He came out power trap. My God.
I'm telling you, King is still better than this card.
I'm gonna give this card a 1.
I give the card a 0.5.
Yeah, no, I see the argument for that.
I was also gonna 0.5 this thing.
You're gonna give this a 5? 5 points?
No, 0.5.
Nick?
I'm trying to debate if he's worse than King or not, because he's a purple straw hat.
God, and that's the worst part about him, because it's like, well, we don't know what purple straw hat support you're gonna get.
King has access to 10-drop Kaido and Onigashima.
Right. So, because the argument could be like, well, we don't know what purple straw hats we're gonna get. They could make them broken, but it's like
anything
red, purple, Luffy.
Does
Yeah, exactly. Anything that would make him good makes red Luffy even better. Unless like they release some support that's like, if your leader is a purple straw hat with 5,000 power.
Very hyper specific.
yeah. It's not looking good.
Something the 6K Luffy can't use.
Yeah. Once Nick drops his rating, we'll move on.
Oh yeah, no, it's 0.5.
He's a 0.5? Okay. Alright, well, I'll be the optimist here. I'll give him the 1.
Oh.
Alright, boys. I think next we move on to Bello Betty. Bello Betty. 4 life, 5,000 power, Revolutionary Army. Activate main. Once per turn, you may discard 1 Revolutionary Army type card from your hand. Give up to 3 of your Revolutionary Army or trigger type characters 3,000 power for this turn. I think this is a good
Card's
card.
great.
I think she's incredible.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, she doesn't just pump Revolutionary Army.
She pumps
Triggers.
She pumps triggers.
Bro,
like
the cracker coming out of life is retarded with her. Like it's hitting.
Yeah. You discard 1 card, cracker's 8k.
Well,
And then it takes a
Dawn
Dawn to give him his effect, so he's at 9k. And if you're less
He's a
than
10.
life, then he's at 10.
This literally also takes no Dawn invested.
No Dawn.
Yeah, that's
so
insane.
free. It's
it's 3. So your 1 card translates to 9k power spread
Well,
across
no,
the board.
you have to discard a card to summon Cracker, and then you have to discard a card for.
Well,
Leader
yeah.
Authority,
No, but I agree with what Manny's saying though. Like the 1 card you discard is a
Translates to
9k
power.
potentially. That is insane. That's really good.
I'm just excited to see what the revolutionary cards are and like how good they are.
We
Like,
discussed this a little bit like off camera, but this means that Revolutionary Army is going to be red.
it's definitely going to be red.
It's going to be red because Sabo's black-red, he's Revolutionary Army, and then she's
Yep.
yellow-red. So we're going to potentially get red good cards. Although after
then
OP04,
yellow
they
staples.
give Alabasta. Who knows?
Look, ready to be nerfed. If it's down one,
It's
one
crazy because
set,
the
I'm okay
Alabasta
with
cards
that.
are good. That's the word. Never. If you had told me that Vivi was going to have less tops than Yerpal Crocodile, it just makes no sense if she's done nothing. I swear, if we end this set and she has not won something, I don't even know what to think. Like,
That means that her and King are on the same status.
no,
being
I think
held
that would.
back.
I think that would make her worse than King.
She's being held back by the blue.
I think she would be worse than King if that was the case.
King's done things.
Yeah, because she is being held back by the blue. Because you look at Rebecca, for example. And the list I won recently only played 4 blue cards, and it was just 2Ks. Literally, if that list wanted to be all black, it could be.
It could be, easily.
Like, the blue offers so little.
It's crazy that blue got so many good cards in set 4, and they're just not.
What do you mean
seeing
so
it.
many good cards?
Look, they
What are
got
the so many
they got
cards?
Red
There's
Rock,
10 drop Kaido and there's Red Rock.
and 10 drop Kaido. Those are solid cards.
So I named 2 cards. Well, you said so many. I've named 2. What else is there?
That's so many.
Okay. That is
In
true. That is
comparison to every
2
other
more.
set.
That is 2
Chris,
more than
you
blue
have to
usually
real-
gets.
Chris, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's so many. Look, we were from set 1 for like no cards. Then set 2, no cards. Set 3, 1 card, and now we're getting 2.
First of all,
Yeah.
set 1, we had 3 drop Doflamingo. That's a good card.
Yeah, we also had Sentamaru.
Hey, that's
Shut
an
up.
amazing card.
I just kind of thought it's kind of funny to think because like right now Manny is featuring on the Small Hat channel, but kind of like I guess when you think about it, the Small Hat's kind of debuted on Manny's channel in his tier list.
That is
Yep.
true.
Yeah, our first video on the internet is featuring in one of your videos,
Yeah.
and now we've come full circle. We would have to get you on a tier list to go full circle, actually.
We are. This is the circle of life. Where's Simba?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we might get copyright strike.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Bello Betty's great. I think she is a. Oh my god, that ability's so strong.
Even
It's
with-
so ridiculous.
Let me
Even
just make
with
sure I'm
the
not misreading or
subpar
anything.
card
Is it
pool?
just she has to discard a Revolutionary Army?
And it's a Revolutionary Army type card. It doesn't even have to be a character. You can just
Yeah,
it can
it's
be an
just
event.
so good. Oh my god. No, I think
The only
the red and
negative
yellow.
consider she doesn't have access to Black Sabo.
I was saying red and yellow also don't synergize with each other. I guess this would be
They
the
don't.
one thing going against her.
Well, there's the thing. Like
But-
yellow is just standardly good cards. Like let's say for yellow, like you should play the Karakuri. You know, the 8-drop Karakuri. You could play the Cracker, like we talked about. You could
Well, they
play.
You can play, what's that mermaid bitches? Shirahoshi.
Shirahoshi.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was also
yeah.
going to say. Oh yeah, go for it.
Well, now the Hirohoshi makes her good because then you discard that mermaid becomes 3K for no reason.
She-
and then
yeah,
just give her 2 Dawn.
Because remember, Shirahoshi's worst case scenario. Oh no, never mind. That's not true. Never mind. I was gonna say her worst case scenario is that she was triggered. Like you, I mean,
That's
as
good
she was
scenario.
counter, you just discard her for counter. She's bricked in your hand. Oh.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, but in here, you just discard her and pump her by 3K. But no, she's not. Not
She's
Revolutionary
not
Army, so that's
Revolutionary
not.
Army. No,
She's Trigger. You can pump Trigger.
It's trigger, yeah.
No. I'm talking about like discarding her. Like if you drew her.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nah.
And it's funny too, cause like if she was on your board, if it really came to it, you could discard a card, pump her 3K, and it wouldn't take much more for her to actually touch something.
Yeah.
There's 2 more Dawn.
Yeah.
And then like you cycle through, and then she's literally Grateful Charity, which is
Yeah.
amazing by itself.
I was
They
going.
better get a 9-drop
Yeah.
dragon. I would love
We're
that.
not getting a dragon. Everybody, I don't know if you keep talking about dragon. We don't even know what that man
Getting
does.
Revolutionary
We don't
Army
even
cards, how
know
do
what that
not
man
get the
does.
General. I
That-
know.
He stares menacingly.
Because
That's
if
what he
they
does.
give this man a generic ability and we don't know what he does, we're gonna get that shit that happened with Purple Film Shanks again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we don't really know what to give
He
him, so
feels
let's...
like, no. I'm not as a leader, but as just like a.
No, I know. You said 9
9
drop, so
drop.
of course. But I don't know. Yeah, because red and yellow don't really synergize with each other is one thing. Red, although I will say the Revolutionary Army cards, for all we know, those might be red cards that do synergize.
Yeah.
Well, even if like the Revolutionary Army cards are like even like Vanilla's, the fact that her ability is so generic,
Yeah.
and it's just here's a stat boost and a really good stat boost.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Like the Revolutionary cards could be like searchers, like 1-drop searchers,
Yeah.
and then now they're 5Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
that's
agree.
crazy.
Like her
That's
ability
crazy.
is kind of looking like Zoro on steroids.
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
just better Zoro.
Yeah. Well,
She could be
Zoro's
better Zoro in the
free.
future.
She actually takes a resource.
I mean, Zoro
Um,
takes a Dawn.
Well, no, but Zoro's swinging 6 with that Dawn.
True.
So it's
True, she's still swinging 5.
nothing to be lost. I don't know. She's God. I feel like she's so obviously good, but like so was Vivi.
Oh. Like also for final turns, when you're just like you have 2 cards in hand and 10 Dawn, and then you're both at 0, you
Yeah,
just
you're
load up
dude,
everything,
dude.
discard 3 more K to everything else, bro.
Yeah.
You're just cooking.
Yeah, because think about it. Think about like that pump is so big. Remember, Film Shanks is -4, pump 2K.
Yeah.
And she's just doing 3k to 3 bodies. Like, that. She is doing what Film Shanks wishes he was doing.
Yup.
Yeah.
I don't know. She seems really, really, really good. If she didn't do something, I'd be surprised. It'd be a VV scenario all over for me again. I don't know if I want to give her a 4 or 4.5.
I will give her a 3.5 for now on the with the disclaimer that if the revolutionary cards are actually good, she goes to a 4.5.
I'm gonna give her a 4 right now, not knowing what the revolutionary cards do. So.
Yeah, I think she's good enough to get a 4.
I'm with the 4 as well.
Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and jump over to our next card then.
Sabo.
So okay, all right. So Nick, you say you think that Sabo is worse than Eneru?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think Sabo has a good effect, however, with the amount of just non-KO removal right now, it's not as good.
Well, but every deck still has to like do combat also. That's the thing that's always
fair.
going to be around. And Sabo can always force that with blockers. I think long term.
Don't you have to read the Sabo effect first, Chris?
Oh, you're right. Sabo, red black, 5,000 power, revolutionary army. Dawn 1. On opponent's turn, once per turn, if one of your characters with 5,000 power or more were to be KO'd, you may instead give that character minus 1,000 power for this turn. I didn't even realize he had a condition that they had to have 5,000 or more.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes him a little.
Well, to be fair, he's 5k, so they're gonna be hitting you with 5k, unless they're going after
but,
a
like,
body.
But if they're like fighting for board, is one thing. I guess you realistically just wouldn't run anything outside like.
Well, you would just play your blockers and stuff. Like there's Sabo blocker, there's the cop.
Borsalino.
Oh, no, I get
blocker.
that. I get that. Believe me, I understand. That's not. I didn't not notice that somehow. All I'm getting at is that there will be cards that Sabo won't be able to protect. Because sometimes, like in late game, like maybe you just want to keep a second body on the board or something like that. They try to push game. Because there will be instances where Sabo won't do anything. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think in the long term, I think over the course of the game's like longevity, I think Sabo is worse than Eneru. I think right now though, I think he's better. Cause you have decks like Zoro running around.
Well, Zoro is starting to phase out, so.
What do you? He was just in top 4 of the most recent.
Japan.
That was Japan. Bro,
Wait,
and if he got
he
top
was.
4 in Japan,
He was.
America fucking loves punching face.
Actually, you know what? Now that I read this card, I'm with Nick. This card's actually ass backwards terrible.
Nick didn't say all that. What?
Nah, because hear me out.
Putting words in the man's
This
mouth.
card, yeah,
Because-
no.
Well, okay. It's not as bad
Manny's
as
about to give Nick a hot
okay.
take.
no, like it's obviously better than the Luffy we read.
Right.
But hear me out. I just realized because it does have the disclaimer of the 5k power
Right.
in the red mirror, because red is obviously always gonna be the valuable deck. Hell, this leader's even red. You could Otama, and then you can't save the damn card.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait.
in fact, red has power manipulation.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So they go, okay, cool. You go, okay, Otama that. I'm gonna kill it now. All right, cool. So Red's game plan never changed. They just they were gonna play the Otama the
they were gonna
week
do it
anyways. Yeah, so you can't save it now. So
Yeah.
anything that's 6k or like 6 to 5k, one Otama stops Sabo from even saving.
Cause don't get me wrong. Cause like I've mentioned it multiple times in our Small Hat Crew Discord server. Might want to get in on that action right there.
Selfish.
The tomfoolery, the hijinks, the shenanigans that's always happening in there. But yeah, I've mentioned it multiple times in there that there will be instances where Sabo, I think he doesn't age. He's not going to age well as a leader because as the game gets more and more like non-destruction based. We're already kind of seeing that with 3,000 Worlds, for example. Katakuri, just things like that. He gets worse and worse as there's better ways to remove, especially because you look at too, like, for example, removal. They do buff removal as time goes on. Because OP01, Blue's removal was all about it was about bouncing, and then by OP03 it was bottom decking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they will give better ways to remove. I don't know.
And it's not even just removal, because like even Green now is playing with the idea of stunning cards.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like there's not even removal you have to worry about. Sometimes it's just like, oh, I stunned the card.
Yeah, my card's
So I don't care.
with it though.
Yeah.
Because this card will always be a hard counter to red. He'll always counter red, except, you know, there's that Otama interaction we just talked about, the bigger brain plays. But he'll always, for the most part, counter what red wants to do. If black continues to be destruction, then there's black, and then there's purple. Purple is always going to be destruction, I'd imagine. But
Yeah, but the other thing is, like, the black cards you're gonna play in this deck, besides like Sabo, but Sabo, the character itself, says cards can't be KO'd by effect. It's like the Borsalino can't be KO'd by effect.
Yeah, and that's
the
the
3-drop
thing.
CP9 card can't be KO'd by effect.
yeah, because
so
that's what
it's
I was getting at. Because it's like, with cards like Sabo and Borsalino and Fukuro existing, people are kind of moving away from destruction to, like, just in general. So that gives, like, even less opportunity for Sabo to get his effect off. Because
Yeah, he's not bad, but I think this card needed to be a card in like set 2.
Okay, I don't know about that. I think he would have been too good in set 2. I think that I think he's good. I just don't think, I think as far as right now, he's good. I don't think he's great.
I am very curious how this card will work with like multiple destruction effects. Like if my opponent 10-drop Kaidos, do I just get to save one card?
If one of your characters would be destroyed.
No, yeah, he specifies one.
Or more. No.
No, he
Wait,
does say one. He
no,
says one.
Yeah, just one. Yeah. Well, Kaido wins. Kaido's the best.
Yeah, that's
All right, you get to keep one guy though.
You get to keep one guy.
I mean,
Well, to be fair,
I don't think he would.
the purple player loses at that point because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're
yeah.
throwing down 10-drop Kaido, they're in like a lost position, or they're trying to just stabilize, and you keep one guy, you're still golden.
God, I don't know. He's like a 3. I think
He's
he's
a
like a 3.
2.5.
2 point?
Yeah, that's
you think he's
fair.
that bad? Oh, you said that's fair. You also agree 2.5, Nick?
No, I agree with the 3. Like, he's mid.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
just overall a mid leader. Like, red-black is a great colorful. I think he'll be more played than Garp is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
his-
true.
His ability is simply just getting...
He's duking it out
outscored in the game.
in the slums with Garb. Who's the better?
Well, if the Revolutionary Army cards are...
Sabo v Garp,
Good.
brother. It's canon.
No, I'm just saying like the red Revolutionary Army cards. If they're good, then you'll be okay.
What are you giving him, Garen?
I'm gonna stick with 3 as well.
Say a 3. All right, that's crazy because I like earlier when Manny was like, I agree with Nick's batshit insane take of this card's terrible.
I read between. It's called.
I was like, whoa.
It's called reading between the lines. You know.
No, it was Manny. Manny had a fucking insane take, and he's like, well, I'm not going down for this one. All right, so then we'll go over to Eneru. Where's my boy? Where are you?
Not that Altar leader, brother.
You mean Eminem, the real Slim Shady? I love that boy.
Why can I not find him?
He's really above Sabo.
Sakazuki. Oh, here he is. Oh, they're all shared that
Just
picture. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Eneru, 5,000 power, 4
Oh,
life.
his name is Anal.
Yep, my bad. Let me get my dub on. Enel, 5,000 power, 4 life, Sky Island.
Oh.
On opponent's turn, once per turn, when your life hits 0, you may add the top card of your deck to your life. Then discard 1 card from your hand. I think this guy kills Bello Queen. I think Bello Queen just dies when this card comes out. He's so good. So I remember there was one interaction that we were talking about in our Discord, and that was that if you have no card in your hand, you can still get his ability off because it's part of the effect. He says, add the top card of your life, then discard 1 card.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can trash your last card in hand to play like blocker Sabo or Sabo chooses blocker. What's Sanji from life, and then do a 1, so your opponent still has to hit you 2 more times, and you have a blocker.
Yeah, so you could be, because every turn you're drawing, that's another card that you can establish on the board. And then anything that comes out of life on top of that. Because every turn when you draw your 1 card, you can play that card for your Dawn or whatever, have a 0 hand, put all that Dawn onto your Eneru and just swing. And so every single turn he's swinging fucking massive. He's establishing bodies as he goes. And every single turn he's saying, every single turn he says, if you can't kill me this turn, you're going to have to connect to me 3 times. Every single time. Meanwhile, while they're doing it, they could potentially be hitting blockers out of life.
Yep.
Like,
I saw The one thing I saw was some people saying you play the 9-drop Yamato. You get so like it's the turn prior or the turn
Yeah,
after
so like if they
back
get you
to
to
1.
0, then Yamato will put you back at 1 and reset the clock all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's like so because once you get his and that's one thing. So he's a 4-life leader, but you're guaranteed to get his ability off every single game. So he is a 5-life leader inherently.
Minimum.
Yes, and that's minimum, like you said. So that can who knows how many times you can heal off this guy. But once you are in the scenario where you have resolved it, like let's say you've been forced to use this ability and you have no cards in hand or anything like that. The following turn, so you have nothing in hand, probably a body on the board. If you've healed back up to 1, your opponent has to connect 2 times, and if they can't kill you, then you keep putting them in that scenario every single turn, and the entire time you're doing that, you're also establishing a board, because every turn you're playing your last card out of your hand, establishing another body, which gives you the ability to challenge their board.
I would say this is also like assuming worst case scenario you're top decking and you don't have cards that have counter power in hand. Like yellow has just a 2-cost 5k counter card.
Yeah, like because this isn't even like a worst case scenario. I wouldn't even say because basically that would mean that like the game's run its course. You guys have like run out of resources and everything. This is just another game plan he falls back on. It's just like you just go into like phase 2 basically. It's like okay, well, we're
going
both
to the
top
fucking moon.
Exactly. Like he's really good. I think he's. It's crazy because I think he's really good. I still think he's like a 4 though.
That's fair. I would have given him a 4.5. I think he's just really fucking annoying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 4 strictly because it's that his effect, like, it's strong, but for the part, like, it's one of those things that when you're playing the game, you do kind of lean on your leader's abilities to help you, like, build up your board or you know, like, establish the board while you're playing.
Luffy players,
until you get to this end game part where he's healing himself, you're just playing a vanilla. You're not doing anything. So you're relying on your cards and your game knowledge to get you to the position where either you win or you could outplay the person when you're at 0. But until then, you're not doing anything with this leader.
Because I was also going to say, because like, in late game, where, because realistically, you're playing against a good player, and they know they can't kill you that turn. They just don't turn their bodies sideways. They establish a body, and then on the following turn, they go for it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're swinging big, you're hitting their life and everything, but the thing is, you can't take their board from them, and if you can't remove the bodies that are on the board, then you're dead. Because there's counterplay.
He's good.
No, he's good, but yeah, it's like there's counterplay.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can't kill, you don't swing. If you don't swing, once he's at 1 life, he's a vanilla leader again, so there's nothing that the opponent can do. So like, at that point, you're still just playing out of hand, just, I don't know. He's really good. But yeah, I think the fact that he does allow counterplay, because I think abilities that are really, really good, like 5s, for example, is shit like Green Kid, where he's like, I don't care about counterplay. I'm gonna swing 1, I'm gonna drop 1 card out my hand, I'm gonna swing 12 twice, and that's it. And I can't really do nothing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there's no counterplay to that. There just isn't. He just fucking does it.
I just think that yellow is in a state. Obviously when the set that he's in, when they come out, are going to get more yellow cards. But the yellow cards that we have currently now have a lot of those are just top end heavy. You know, you heal 1 or not. Yeah. And then the cool thing is like you can play the 7-drop Big Mom with him. And then because you're okay with being at 0, there is no bad case because sometimes the opponent will have life, and then you have life, but they'll give you the life because they would rather give you life than to lose one of theirs. Yeah. At this point, it's like, cool, you will just reset me like we talked about before.
I mean, even if they 10-drop Big Mom you, and else.
Well, they can't 10-drop. They can't 10-drop because 10-drop.
Oh no, it's more like against.
No, against. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. You still heal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, you know what? Nick is right, because that is an interaction where they can go 10-drop Big Mom and then eat your last life.
Eat your ass?
Cool, don't care. Yup. We eating ass out here. But no, but like they drop the 10-drop Big Mom. You're at 0. You do the effect. You put yourself back at 1. You're like, cool. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then you retaliate by 10 drop Yamato, now you're back at 2.
See, I don't, because even that though, it's like, all right, so Big Mom's put you at 0. Past turn, next turn, you have a Big Mom and like a 15k leader swing. What does Eneru do about that?
Yeah.
He takes the first damage, he heals, he takes the second damage.
Well, no, Big Mom put him at, oh yeah, so he did heal. Okay, no, but that would still kill him, because, all right, so if Big Mom put him on 0, Eneru would heal himself back up to 1, and then you pass your turn, and then on the following turn, he is 1, Big Mom swings 12, takes that 1 life off him, he's back, oh wait, he does it again, that's right.
He goes again,
right,
yeah,
that's right.
Every turn, bro.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So annoying.
Also,
You did, but they 10 drop Big Mom you again.
You heal.
Okay.
And then you take the Big
Yeah.
Mom.
yeah, and then block the little one.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be so fucking annoying to play against. It's not even gonna be like, oh my god. If he isn't good, it'd blow my mind. What?
Another thing, but this is just speculation. Because obviously, for the whole Skypiea arc and all of his little butt buddies that they teamed up with him, all of them were using like observation hockey.
Yeah.
So you know there's gonna be a bunch of these cards that just say scope out your damage and scope out your life.
Yeah. It's also one of those things too where it's because like the yellow card pool, like it's top heavy. The good cards are like more cost efficient or more like cost expensive. But as yellow gets better cards, as that card pool grows, he gets so much better.
Yep.
Like the stocks on him only go up. Did anybody not give a rating on him?
No,
I gave him
think
a
I said
4.
Yeah, I also said a 4.
Same.
Okay. All right. Well, then we move on to who I believe since day one I've been saying I think Sakazuki's the best one in the set. Proof is in our Discord. Sakazuki, blue-black leader, 5,000 power, 4 life, navy. Activate main. Once per turn, you may discard 1 card. Draw 1 card. When attacking, give up to 1 opponent character -1 cost. Okay. So this doesn't cost any Dawn. There's no condition. He just discards a card and draws a card. He fuels discard pile. He cycles hand the entire game. There's literally never a point where you just can't do it. Cause like even if you have 1 card in like your deck, if you want, you can do it and kill yourself. Like, there's never a point where you're not allowed to use that first ability. And then on his side, and then he just has a second ability on top of it. And it should have been like a Dawn ×1 on attack. It's just when attacking, -1 cost. He lets like 10 drop Kuzan, for example, hit 6 drops.
6s.
He is so good. And then like I've mentioned it before, in the Discord and with the boys, but the biggest problem Blue has had for a good amount of time was that like blue cards were very mid because they had good effects, but their range was the issue. Like Mihawk, for example. Mihawk couldn't hit an 8 drop. 3,000 Worlds hits a 5. Sakazuki just pretty much says, because a lot of leaders are like, I have a good color and then I have blue, you know, and I may not touch it.
And I have blue.
Yeah, Sakazuki says I have 2 good color pools because blue's mid, but I'll make it good. He's insane. Like the fact that you can drop you can establish a 9k Mihawk, and then he'll take an 8 drop out in the process. The fact that you can drop 10 drop Kaido, and depending on what you want to do with him, you can bounce a 9. He can hit Whitebeard.
Oh my goodness.
He can bounce Whitebeard. Like that is insane, and he just does it for free. It doesn't cost him anything to do that. He's so good. Oh my.
Another really strong thing about him is that because you have the discard 1, draw 1,
Yeah.
you can literally do like a CP9 engine.
Yeah.
And then you're just fueling your grave with everything that you want, and then popping it back out with your CP9 stuff.
Yeah,
it's just really good.
he's insane. He's gonna invalidate so many. I think like I don't know. I can't picture playing black and playing the leader that's not Sakazuki. Unless I'm playing like Rebecca because I want my stage.
I was gonna say black green as well. Like I still feel like Isho's a good leader.
Oh no,
Me
Isho's
too.
insane.
Me
Well,
too.
that's the thing. Isho's like a dual leader. But like I don't know why I would ever touch Smoker. I don't know why I'd ever touch Sakazuki. I think black
Rob
leaders just
Lucci.
kind of die once we get.
I think Rob Luffy will probably be relevant still.
It's
But,
funny. I just realized I don't know how I'd ever touch Sakazuki. I just realized this is his second leader. He has a really good one and he has one that is hot ass.
We don't
This is how
talk
they
about
made it
the
up.
first one.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we are sorry. We did not mean to do that. Let me make it up to you. And they made him fucking broken. He's so good. Oh my god. He's going to be the most consistent leader in this game's like history, I think. Like,
another thing is like you're just burning through. Even on turn 1, you're like turn 1. Even if you had nothing to play, you're discarding drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so crazy to think too, because like he's drawing 1 for free. Meanwhile, Ivankov was like, I'm gonna dump my entire hand, and when I have nothing, then I can draw 2. Sakazuki's just like, I'm gonna draw.
Well, hold on. But to be fair, Ivankov, you're plussing an advantage. You're plussing 2 for having none. He's just netting. You're discarding 1 to draw 1. You go net positive.
That is true. I guess card advantage wise, that's objectively true. But blue-black wise, the entire time he's doing it, he's fueling the grave.
Well, no, of course.
Yeah,
I'm just going.
No, I know.
Him
Like,
versus
just game
Ivankov.
mechanics and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think he's going to be the best leader of OP05. I think his leader's. I think we will see him for a really long time.
The only thing I feel that may stop him is actually our boy Eminem over here.
You think
Bro,
so?
have you seen the alternate? Yeah, like have you seen the alternate art for him? First of all, it literally looks like Eminem with his do-rag. It's great.
Isn't he the inspiration?
That's what they
Probably.
say.
But no, but I think he's gonna be able to do it because the thing is, if we're gonna talk about the blue card pool and bouncing, blue has the issue of there is no rush. There is no tempo to the like your tempo is that you're bouncing.
Yeah.
With yellow, like they can still control the board for the most part, and like yeah, like Sakazuki gets to draw a lot, but like if he can't play enough bodies, because blue and black, their good cards are also big bodies, so they can't go low to the ground to outpace.
I don't know, man.
To
I kind of
outpace
feel
him.
like Black's best cards right now are 4-drop and a 3-drop. And that's Porcelino and Fukuro.
What about Sabo?
Oh, and Sabo, yeah, like
Sabo's a 6 though,
he's fine.
or is he 5?
5.
It's still 5. So
3,
you got
4,
yeah.
5.
Like, I don't know, like, him not establishing bodies, I can't really picture that being an issue, since Black kind of has the stickiest bodies in the game.
They do.
Like, only
Yeah,
Blue is consistently dealing with the bodies, because Yellow can't even do it until late game, and they need 8 Dawn to do that. So, unless you're facing Blue, he kind of goes stupid.
We saw the same blue removal counters black non-removal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like, it's
that's
literally
still
only
like
Blue.
2000 worlds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think blue purple Kaido's gonna be a meta, so I can't wait for it.
I'm a fan for that. I'm a fan for that. I'm a fan for Blurple Croc. Even though I know Blurple Croc isn't gonna do much.
What are
it's
you
the fact
saying,
that it
Manny?
can.
Blurple Croc is going to be broken. He's going to be so broke. Once we get the 7-drop kid, oh, let me tell you what Blurple Croc is going to do to the meta. But let me tell you what Blurple Croc is going to do to you.
Tell me.
Blurple Croc. Oh my god. Oh my.
Tell me, Daddy Chris.
So Blurple Croc is going to bend. No. I'm gonna give Sakazuki. I'm gonna give him a 5. I think he's fucking cracked. I think this leader's amazing. I can't.
Yeah, he's good on all.
Yeah, he's a 5 for me.
I'll give him a 4.5. It's only because the blue card pool.
He makes it good though.
Well,
No,
we
he makes
could-
it better,
Hold on,
not
hold
good.
on. Well, we could get blue navy cards.
I think
We get
will,
blue Navy
actually.
cards?
Kinda
I was gonna say
Like, I'm
we already
pretty sure-
do Centaur's Blue Navy.
Holy, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's a 6
Wait
out
a
of
minute.
5.
Why did you tell him?
And Manny, you said it. You said he's only a 4.5. What about now that you have this information?
Yeah, he's a 6. What do you mean?
Oh my god. For those that don't know, our boy Manny Puss made top 16 at Treasure Cup Miami, running Sentamaru in his Dovi. Yeah.
Let's see, we currently have 4 Blue Navy cards being Sentamaru, the 2 Pacifistas, and Virgo.
The deck's right there. It's done. That is the list.
It's a wrap.
I'll finish.
That 12 card deck right there.
Brother, what do you
too
mean? You can
strong.
play an unlimited number of Pacifistas.
Yeah.
That's right. Wait a minute. Yeah.
I could discard the dead pacifistas and draw a new card, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, you can discard a pacifista, draw a pacifista.
Yeah.
Did you give him a rating, Garen?
I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go 4.
4.
I'm gonna go 4.
What are your gripes with him? I need to know.
I have like no gripes.
Okay, well.
It's just like again the blue pool of cards. I know he makes them better, but that's like only he makes them better.
But you're rating him.
I know I'm rating him. But it's an all over thing. It's not just him.
No, you are rating him and what his cards do and what he's capable of doing with his cards. If only he makes the blue cards better, but you're running him, then what's it matter he doesn't buff the other leaders? Like the blue cards being ass in like Blue Crocodile or Dofi, that doesn't mean anything as far as him running those cards. That wouldn't take away from his rating.
I see you.
And so, alright, well, there we go. Small Hat Garen's gonna give Sakazuki a 4.
Look, if we get Blue Navy, I'll move to a 5.
We already have blue
What
navy.
do you-
It's all
what
sent
You
to
more?
know what I
What
mean?
more
Actual
does
Blue
blue-
Navy?
What more?
Actual Blue Navy.
What do you
card.
think this leader needs to climb to a 4.5?
Why are you bullying my rating?
I just need you to justify it to the people.
I think he did. You're just not
I
happy with the
don't need
answer.
to justify it.
I need you to justify it to the people. What would it? So what do you feel? What holes does this leader have?
I'm not saying it has holes. I'm just saying the blue pool. It's ass.
Also, just throwing this out there. Because you have Sakazuki as a leader, you could play Marineford
Yeah,
to lower them down by 2.
that's not a fight. That's good. I agree.
And all the extra fucking lands, you can discard them to draw.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna be so good. He's going to be
So
good.
that means, oh my god. So that means 3,000 worlds can hit 7 cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 cost cards. So
that constant minus every turn.
Yeah.
so like that kid in purple,
Fucking brand new
he
searches
leaves.
to the stage.
He leaves. Goodbye. Goes right to the bottom of the deck.
He's going to be so good. Oh my god.
Okay. With the caveat of Marineford stage, I think that's what you're wanting, is that you want him to hit 1 more higher, and I think Marineford may be the answer.
Well, no. So because Garen says that it's just the blue card pool is not good. Even in spite of Sakazuki making it good, I don't know what more the blue card pool could possibly need than like 7 drop Dofi hitting 8 drops. I pay 7 Dawn, I reset 8 Dawn. That's fucking dumb. Oh my god.
Arguably, Dolphy could hit 9 drops with Marineford.
Yeah, with
I'm just saying.
it's dumb. And not to
You can
Marine for
actually
the
hit
turn.
10 drops on the turn Marineford's played, because
Oh,
on
true.
play it reduces by 1, and then you
And then you get
Exactly. I was
that
just gonna say
one.
that. I was just gonna say that. Okay.
God,
Well, I
don't wanna play
guess
Santa
How much
Claus
does
Bill.
Marineford cost?
1.
It's a 1 cost.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
one
And
would-
literally you will
also
never
have
bring
a
it
1
on.
cost event that just minus 5s and nobody plays it.
That's crazy. No one plays that card.
Because that card's just
I
a neg
think
1.
that. I don't know.
It's a
I
neg
think that
1
card-
and it's a card that does nothing on its own. It's a moving piece.
true.
Well, okay.
All right,
I guess before we.
I'll put it to a 4.5.
No, you're.
Oh, wait,
staying
was
on
it the
that.
Marineford that changed your mind?
No,
No.
it's too late. I'm making you stick by your 3.5.
All right, I'll stick for
He
my.
literally said 4 before. Where's
I'll
this
stick by my
3.5 come from?
2.5.
All right,
Like
all right.
2.5.
You don't need to yell. You're sticking. I'm gonna let you do it. Give him a 3, okay?
-2.
A 2, yeah.
-2.
Okay. I guess before we close this one out, then anybody want to say anything? Actually, our guest, Manny. Anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the fuck you been?
Where's that shameless plug? Come on.
Yeah. What happened to Manny Fest? Where you at?
So pretty much right now, we were gonna move, and then we were gonna move, and I packed up all my studio stuff, and then we ended up not moving, and then those are in boxes in storage, and then I just been procrastinating. But now that set 3 is out, as soon as I have something to show, I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna be coming with games, so in the next week or 2, there will be a new video.
Oh,
Man,
I didn't
you're
expect
amazing. I should have
that.
had you. I should have had you play against Garen for the room.
Oh, shit. You can't put him and Emmy in just one room.
Why
Make
not?
it work.
What are you talking about? We already share one room.
I mean, shit. You can't do this. I almost lost the room last time.
Well, I guess with that being said, this has been Small Hat Crew, and that has been Manifest. And until next time, we will see you Nakamas later.
Bye bye.
Bye.